Pokemon meme review.
Leave your entries in the subreddit PokeFans. And I'll watch submissions in the next episode. Ask PewDiePie.
Greetings, Pokefans! Michael here, and welcome to the newest episode of Ask PewDiePie. At some point in the past, I asked you. My ongoing monthly series where I react to submissions on my subreddit r/MNJTV, and since most of those submissions are memes, the alternate name for this series is Pokemon Meme Review. That's all I have for the intro stuff, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel, pick up some merch at mnjtvmerch.com, and let's dive in. Here we are on r/MNJTV, sorted by top in the past month, as I always do. And this top one is Saw a Baby Crying. Tries to comfort the child, very on brand for Dragonite. Tries to make the child laugh, sure. Doesn't care. Dragapult is certainly a Pokemon that would not care about the well-being of a child. Cries after the child, is the reason why the child is crying, puts the child in a fridge. Oh my, a Psyduck blush? Batty the Psyduck blush? That's pretty good. They need to make a platypus Pokemon. I don't think they've ever done that. He died fighting? Oh, it looks like Hitmonlee, it does. Green Ninja. I don't know, I never played Gen 6. That's pretty good. Now that I think about it, I'm not entirely sure what the Gre in Greninja comes from. It's the French word for frog, which is grenouille. I don't know, French is a silly language. Rare picture of Bede trying to get back into the Pokemon League. Aha! Another Saxolotl comic, let's read. Hi, I'm Bulbasaur. And I'm Squirtle. And this is Pokemon. What the heck is that thing? What is that thing? Squirtle, that's our guest, Tofrog. He's a Lockamon from the Cascade region? Oh, is this a Pokemon? Oh, from Loxton's thing. I love the face on Squirtle, that's very good. Lockamon? Is that new an evolution? Is that a new Mega Evolution Dynamax gimmick? No, it's Pokemon's getting too complicated. It was better when it was just Kanto, not this new Cascoon region. In his deeper pilot voice. For a second I was like, when did Squirtle fly planes? And then I remembered they're talking about the first episode when Squirtle's voice was much deeper. Weirdly enough, I'm a Gen 1er again. There's nothing you can do to stop me, Squirtle. My name is Crumpet Boy. Okay then. Today on Pokemon Talk, we have a very special guest. Everyone give a warm welcome to Tofrog. Mikey, Saxolotl, and many more people are eagerly awaiting your fan game to come out. How does that feel? Pretty good, I must say. Welcome, you've just gotten a backstage view of the creative process for Pokemon Talk. What should this thing's voice be? Haha! It is I, Gruntip Boy! Here we go. What brings you here today? The most important thing that's ever brought me here before. I am hungry. Do you not have food at the hideout? Well, we do, but Slowpoke tails get old after a while. Oh God, seriously? No, I'm just kidding. We've reformed since then. Mostly. I was mainly talking about breakfast food. All they have is this really high sugar cereal that makes me feel awful after eating it and is definitely not good for my impeccable physique. Well, then you should try Magic Spoon cereal, the sponsor of today's video. It's cereal reinvented, delicious without all the bad for you sugar. The variety pack comes with 4 tasty flavors: cocoa, peanut butter, fruity, and frosted, and all of them have 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 grams of net carbs. There's only 140 calories per serving, and it's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, and low-carb. Wow, that's amazing! It's that healthy, but it tastes that good? Oh, absolutely. I've been enjoying it for breakfast. It reminds me of the cereal that I had as a kid, but way healthier. All right, I'm convinced. I'll take your entire stock. Wait, hey, those are mine. Not anymore. Ta-ta! Oh, come on. Ugh. Well, he stole my cereal, but you can get your own by heading to magicspoon.com/MJTV, linked in the description below, and using code MJTV for $5 off your order. Thanks so much to Magic Spoon for sponsoring, but now, back to the video. If it's free, I'd 100% play it. Guys, if it's any Pokemon thing, you can't charge for it without risking severe legal action. My trainer Lockstin is working very hard on making a great game for our fans. We can't wait to release it. Like how Ash can't wait to release his Pokemon. What the heck is this outfit? That's actually adorable. And I sure am glad Psychic types is still OP. Bulbasaur just 100% done. You know, in Gen 1 people use Squirtles as water HM mules, right? They get you right. Gen 1 did kind of suck. Now that I made the flying type cast for you, Orton, can you let our institute go? Hell no, I need to abuse this power! Nana, what's that noise? It's nothing, Mikey, go back to bed. There's something Nana has to do. And look who it is, back again, I see. Togepi, what is that face? If you so much as lay a stuff on my grandson, I'll send you on my trip to Lavender Town. What? These are clearly not all the same comics, I've just missed some. Name. Mikey, but I also go by the fearless leader of Hoennd's best evil team. Okay then. Huh? Like Maxie and Archie, right? No, Mikey is spelled like normal. Oh, M-I-C-K-Y. What? Just right, Michael. And life sucks. You don't know the half of it? I love that he's got a cocktail. Rick? Why is Cyrus's name Rick? So you literally saved the world from 2 legendaries, right? Indeed. And you're very against air pollution too? Well, of course, who isn't? Also, expanding the sky will do literally nothing if it's even possible at all. Well, I wouldn't say that. It looks like you're not evil at all. You take that back. I am evil. Oh, I just noticed the caption, 110% evil equals 50% evil. So have you ever seen an episode of Pokemon Talk? No, there's not enough Sky representation. Skydios was on once though. You told me that you got Primal Groudon and Kyogre here like idiots and encouraged their fighting. Man, Skydios hated you guys for that. He still kind of does. Oh, Squirtle's hat! That's so cute. That's amazing. Not that the hatingest part, that was pretty sad. But you could understand a Rayquaza? I can't believe you could talk to Pokemon. How long have... Oh, I suppose it was pretty obvious, wasn't it? Man, creatures, I swear. Tell me about it. That's very funny. Squirtle, what the heck are you doing? And what did you do to him? 2 Bulbasaurs! Today's a good day. No, not again. What? Oh, that's chaos. I love it. Bulbasaur and Squirtle are drawn so cute in these. Squirtle, what's wrong? What's this style we're in? It's so simple. I hate it. Where's the detail? The shading? Be nice. Axolotl doesn't need to do all that. And it's not faithful to the original. What, are you trying to make the artist angry? Happy now, Squirtle? Yeah, this is great. Look how thin I am. Also, I like the saxophone and the Mudkip to represent Saxolotl. That's great. Oh, Saxolotl, your comics are always so lovely. I love that the lore of my silly videos can result in a whole comic universe. This one sparks joy, this one sparks Jenny. Interesting to see this, LOL. Oh, you've caught me. 7 years ago, me simping on the internet before simping was even a term. Haxorus looks a little scared of Silicobra. Silicobra looks like it wants to get to know Haxorus better. Silicobra seems curious about Haxorus. Haxorus seems to like Silicobra a lot. That's adorable. I caught a shiny Feebas in Pokemon Go. Yeah. Go shinies are cool, but just not as exciting. Pokemon fans, after all these years, Sinnoh remakes, open world Pokemon games, Cyndaquil's flame fixed. Finally, I have them all. Ha! Ah, the houses of Hogwarts, but with Pokemon. You've got Pyroar for the Gryffindor Lion, Serperior for the Slytherin Snake, Linoon for the Hufflepuff Badger, and Honchkrow for the Ravenclaw Raven. KFC, Spicy KFC, Burnt KFC, and I cannot remember the last time I had KFC. Maybe I should give it another shot. Mom, I'm gonna go out with a male friend. Be careful, boys nowadays think about only one thing. Sex? No. Pokemon Legends Arceus? Oh my God. I'm just so tickled by the fact that a mother is warning her daughter about the fact that boys are thinking about a new Pokemon game. Me trying to think of a name for my electric type other than Sparky, Zolt, etc. User reports this is misinformation. It's not in a video that's public yet because it's still in the process of being recorded, but I recently named an electric type power line, which is not only like literal power lines, but also a reference to the iconic pop star from a Goofy movie. Yeah, yeah! It's a great song. Eye to Eye, classic. Mudkip is asking you to stay hydrated. Oh my God, I've only been drinking coffee. Who knew that Squidward made the beta design for Guzzlord? That is from a SpongeBob episode I've never watched. What is going on with this cast form post? It's got 1.4 thousand upvotes trying to say that cast form doesn't have a sandstorm form because it's a water molecule, and has so many reports? I mean, I guess I'll acknowledge it. It got a lot of upvotes. What does the sun form have anything to do with water? Like, cast form is based on a water molecule. Like, that's correct. But also, like, it should still have a sandstorm form because the sun form exists. Petition for Combee to get an evolution called Wasprints? That wouldn't make much sense because they're bees, they're not wasps. I mean, yeah, they're both usually black and yellow insects with stingers, but bees are great. Shout out to bees for like doing really good work for our ecosystems, and they won't mess with you if you don't mess with them. Wasps? Burn them all. If people still don't know why Applin is a grass dragon type, it's because the apple doesn't fall from them. Okay, that's pretty good. G-Max grass starters use big plants. G-Max fire starters use large fire masses. G-Max water starters use guns. Yeah, what the heck? Choose one to be your starter and lose the rest forever? I think I would personally go with Hawlucha. Either Hawlucha or Honedge. Well, also Dragapult's really good. I'm not making a decision, I don't want to lose anything. I like guys who go to the gym. Me? What is this a screenshot from? What are those badges? I recognize Viola's badge, Ramos's badge, Olympia's badge, Valerie's badge, and Wolfric's badge. But is that a flying water and fire badge? Man, I knew they made up random badges back in the original series. I didn't know they did that in Kalos too. Who are the missing gym leaders? We have to find them. We must explore through the countryside of France. Maybe they're in Belgium or something, I don't know. If the Gen 1 Pokemon were released now, Pokefans would hate at least half of them. I don't know about at least half of them, but yeah, there are certain Pokemon that would be very unpopular nowadays if they were released nowadays. Some that come to mind, I don't think Voltorb would be very popular. I don't think Grimer would be very popular. How my grandma thinks I look, how I think I look, how I actually look. I mean, at least you have good self-confidence. That's important. Having confidence can go a long way. Like, that can go a long way. Oh, an Odd Ones Out meme. Let me see if I can kind of mimic his voice. Do you remember those Kanto games? Yeah, Pokemon Red, Blue, Green, and Yellow. Do you remember that it made us a lot of money? Wait, did we already remake those games? Yeah, we did. But we're gonna remake it again. With better, oh Jesus, with better graphics. But why are we remaking it when we already remade it? But because for some reason, it makes us a lot of money. But won't it be obvious that we are remaking it for the money? They will buy it anyway. Yeah, I mean, obviously Kanto gets a lot of attention. But to me, the purpose of Let's Go was like to appeal to the Go audience. I mean, it did bring Kanto back, like a Kanto playthrough for the first time since Fire Red and Leaf Green came out, which was a really long time ago. Like 2005-ish, 2004? So yeah, they should not make another Kanto game for quite some time, unless it's a Johto game with Kanto post-game. But like, also, I get it, it's been a while, you know? And it's Gen 1. They're still very popular, guys. The world is a cruel and unjust place. There is no harmony in the universe. The only constant is suffering. OMG Cyndaquil! Abra immediately after breaking out of a Pokeball. Adios! I love this edit of just What? Help, I've been stuck in this place for 3 years. Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna be okay. You can rest now. Can't rest yet, Ferd on an escalator. The time is coming. Hale yeah, there are 1 or fewer people in the US named Hale yeah. It could be any one of us. It's 1 or few. Guys, don't name your children Hale yeah. It's a fun phrase. Do not name a person that. I was rewatching Twitch Plays Pokemon on YouTube with a friend. He spotted this. Never gonna, oh, come on. I see the report, I know it's fake. Obviously it's fake. I've been Rickrolled. Also, I saw a post the other day where like YouTube tweeted, like, what are some videos of yours that have, like, you can watch over and over again? This one was like, I really like this one of kittens, and they link to it. And YouTube responds, did you just Rickroll YouTube? The guy successfully Rickrolled YouTube. It was hilarious. Why is Miltank faster than Rayquaza? Oh God. I didn't know Rayquaza was that slow. Huh. Well, it is. I mean, 95 isn't slow, but it's just, you know, figured it'd be like really fast. Other subreddits posting memes. Here's a meme I made. Hope you inhale oxygen. MNJTV subreddit posting memes. MJ, this is my first thing. Please upvote so Mikey can see. Yeah, if it's a stupid meme, and even if it gets a lot of upvotes, I will not. I'll just skip it. Make funny memes. That's what I'm going to like. A beloved game from a handheld console. Remain keeps the chibi art style. Zelda fans, Pokemon fans. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I've been thinking, you know, like Wind Waker, not Wind Waker, Link's Awakening. That's what it was. Yeah, same navigation style, but 3D. I don't know. I just don't, I still don't understand why anyone was upset with the chibis, you know? It's like, it's just like Link's Awakening. And they were chibi to begin with. Oh, look, Team Sky fan art. That's really good. I look insane. But thank you for making that. Anyone notice the Hoenn middle stage starters look like a typical high school movie trio? The protagonist who just moved in and is new in school. A girl who is smart, most likely be in a relationship with the protagonist. The fat, funny guy who is the protagonist's first friend. I would watch that movie. Kids that can't trade, you took everything from me. Trade evolutions, I don't even know who you are. Oh, that's pretty good. I thankfully never had to deal with that because my brother always had the other version. We like always orchestrated that. And then even when we got a bit older and he kind of lost interest in Pokemon, by that time I had like upgraded my consoles. Like I had a DS and then I got a DSi. God, I don't even remember. Regardless, or I had a 3DS and a DS. You know, I would a lot of times be able to just do it myself. There's a place called Skylands, Team Sky. It's literally endless, which means there's unlimited sky. It has many dragon and bird-like creatures. There's an entire element about the sky/air. But is it Pokemon? Also, I thought, wasn't Skylanders like discontinued? I never played it or anything. It was after my time. But it's not Pokemon. Wurmple wants to say hi. Oh, I thought that was sound. It's just a Wurmple in a top hat waving at me. Actually, that's quite lovely. Frogadier after reaching level 36. Could I be the Greninja? Me accidentally pressing B? I think not. Why would you do that? Shinx says intimidate? Fear me. I've always thought that was so funny. Like, Shinx and Staravia, I think, are 2 Pokemon with Intimidate that make, like, the least sense. Because Shinx is cute and Staravia is so derpy. My idea for G-Max Girafarig. That's awesome. I love that. Who's stronger, Alien X, Thanos, Arceus? I don't even know. I don't really know much about Alien X. I know of it, but prepare for trouble and keep it singular. Jesse James? Oh. Oh yeah, I mean like, so that's the pun with Jesse and James's names, but there was also the other ones that haven't shown up in the anime in a long, long time, I think, but it was Butch and Cassidy. Butch Cassidy. Oh God. What the heck, guys? We have here a valuable graphic for Bidoof, Gaydoof, and Straight Doof. And all are valid. Who came first? Goro, Machamp, or Forearms? I feel like we could solve that with a Google search. I don't know who Goro is. Machamp definitely came before Forearms. If you're under the age of 13, get off Reddit or at least stop reposting and get funny. If those kids could read, they'd be very upset. Oh gosh. Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to be on Reddit if you're under 13. Me trying to, oh, another comic! Me trying to get accepted into Team Sky. Idea, a bit later. Is this enough green, Mikey? I'm not sure. I think my blood turned green from all the dye. Perfection! That's a little... Oh, that's funny. Always gotta upvote Team Sky Comics. I found a shiny, but shiny Braviary, excellent shiny. I'm worried about the butt though. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. That's why when you find a wild shiny, you always need to look up the moves it knows. Elementary school, yo, that's a sick Pikachu hat. Thanks. High school, yo, you still like Pokemon? Nerd. College, yo, that's a sick Pikachu hat. Thanks. I didn't really experience the same thing. For me, I was made fun of a lot in elementary school for liking Pokemon. High school, people didn't really care. But then definitely in college, people were like, dude, that's awesome, you like Pokemon. And also make videos about it, because I was a YouTuber in college. Flying Team Sky, fighting normal for my crouch punch. Hey, when you encounter a Magikarp, a fish! I love those types of memes. What is this? Lawful good, shut up crumpet boy, neutral good, I like my tentacles, chaotic good. Talk now, right? I forgot I wrote that line. Lawful neutral. True neutral, the plastic one was half the price of the plushie. Chaotic neutral, lawful evil, neutral evil, chaotic evil. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good chart. I've basically gotten through the list of top this month that I wanted to cover, but sometimes the top list doesn't really show memes that are like less than a day or so old. So let's scroll through hot real quick and see if there's any good ones. Aha, I suppose self-love is important. I love the edit here. Let me just show you. So on both of my channels now, I have this thing called Super Thanks, which is, it's in beta right now, but I was added to the beta, where it's basically, if you want to show some support, it's basically a way for viewers to super chat and donate money, even if the creator does not live stream, which I don't. And so I did one to myself to kind of demonstrate it. So if you want to do that, great, I appreciate it. But also there's absolutely no pressure. It's just, the option is there both on my Plays channel and on this channel. All right, that's where I'm gonna wrap it up for this episode of Pokemon Meme Review. Thank you guys so much for watching, and an extra special thanks to my patrons over on Patreon who are helping support my channel independent of fluctuating YouTube ad rates. If you wanna help support me in the same way, the link is in the description below. Also, if you wanna check out some more of my fun Pokemon content, I recommend these videos here. All right, that's all I have for now. So until next time, big fans. Gotta catch them all.